Hey, welcome to the unboxing of the Kicker L7-8 Q class. It's different from the Solar Bird or the S. This is the top of the line. The Kicker Q class is the top of the line subwoofer. It has all the technologies that Kicker deems is the best of everything. The best of surround, the best basket, the best basket for cooling, the strongest motor force, the ability to play lower, lowest FS. It's the pinnacle of what everything Kicker has to offer. I have been excited about running the Kicker L7-8, and it's like my dream system. Seriously, I want to run 4 of them, and the reason why, because I know Kicker. I mean, not Kicker. Corner is king. I still don't believe there is no best subwoofer, period. But I know Kicker is part of the big three. The big three being Rod Fosgate, Kicker, and Orion, in no particular order. I could have said Kicker, Fosgate, and Orion. With that being said, all the rest of the guys, the rest of the boutique subs I call the new guys, the Sundown Audio, the DC Audio, Obsidian Audio, Resilient Sound, CT Sounds, whatever. All these guys is new guys on the block. Kicker has been doing this since, I'm 31 years old. I'm 48 years old. I've been involved in cardio since I was 17. I'm 47 years old, so that's 30 years. 30 years, August, 16, 17, 17, 31 years. I've been in cardio, and Kicker has always been, to me, it was always, Kicker had the best subs, Fosgate had the best amps. I'm still a Fosgate boy. I've been into this for 5-6 years. Guys normally say, why you didn't jump back out with Kicker in the beginning? Because the Solar Berry, the Square 8 came out this 2000, 2001, turn of the century or whatever. Whatever, I tried something different. And I still respect a lot of brand makers, but I want to see the hype around the Square subwoofer, in particular, dispel some of the myths about Kicker, dispel some of the myths about Square subwoofers, and teach y'all, my core subscribers, the people that follow me and watch my videos every time I post, that it doesn't matter no more. It does not matter about brand. You're paying for a certain performance level. This is Kicker's top of the line performance level as far as in an 8-inch subwoofer. It fits my application. I could also do the 10, but since I have a love for 8s, I'm gonna do this for the 8-inch subwoofer with the Kicker Q class, and I'm going to dispel the myth that Kicker don't play low. That's always in your box. Any subwoofer can play low. Any subwoofer can play low. That's in the box. The FS will always drop once you get to playing the subwoofer, and the box helps the subwoofer plays low. So let's unbox this beast, this beauty. Some of y'all like, man, I didn't know you was like, I know you don't kick it like that. Yeah, I always have. I always did. I'm still gonna test the subwoofer. I mean, I run the DB drive, 4DB drive, 8's my vehicle right now. But this has always been a dream setup of mine. I'm building an enclosure for a guy who's running 4 of these Q class 8s, and I had to actually buy this subwoofer to make sure I can get him to fit up under his seat. So I didn't want to guess and just go by the cutout online. I actually want to have one in my hand so I can make sure it fit, because that's going to be a wedge-shaped box. So let's keep going. When you take the top off, you've seen the packaging, nice sturdy packaging. You get your manual. So let you know the Kicker L7 comes in 8, 10, 12, and 15. Your parameters should be listed on here as well. It gives you, when you open it up, the technologies of why this is their Q class. This is their flagship. It points out the reinforcing on the cone, the surround, what's happening at the triple joint where the spider, the former, and the cone come together. It shows you a breakaway, a cutaway. What's going on with the blue spider, which is actually a progressive Nomex spider with the blue lacing system they have put on top of that spider to help it keep it even more linear in control and how power handling. So you got that. You get these things here. I think these are like stickers. Yeah, they're stickers. 4 stickers to go around the corners. I guess to make sure you get an airtight seal. I think this goes somewhere on the basket. Somewhere on the corner of the basket, you could put this little kicker symbol here. That comes in a little bag. The subwoofer itself is encased in plastic. Nice basket. I mean, nice. It's really, you're gonna make sure it's not gonna be damaged when you get it. So let's take this plastic off. Yeah. Yes. This is the video I'm gonna put up for everybody to see. Let's talk about some of these features. The surround. It's a surround. They work with Exxon. It's very sturdy. Some kind of rubber. It will not deteriorate over time like the sandprine sounds or the foam surrounds that are commonly used in subwoofers. This is going to keep its rigidity far longer, but it's pliant. It's pliable too. You got your cone, which is square. Your cutout. Oh, also these ribs. This that you see kicker put on themselves, or some people think it's ugly or whatever. It actually serves a purpose. It helps to reinforce the cone. So when they're excursion, your cone's not warping, which is distortion. Underneath the cone, you've got a very interesting structure that supports the cone even further as it goes toward the triple joint, where the voice coil, the spider, and the cone come together as one. The tinsel leads are sewn into the spider. Seems to have a single spider. You can see the voice coil. The voice coil on here, I think it's 2 inches. Sure. You got all the connection terminals on one side. They did this and they make it convenient, and also they made them square to go with the square theme. The top plate is unique, and at the top right here, this is the top plate. It's going to help dissipate the heat through these fins as the woofer plays, so it's actually cooling itself, so you'll play louder, longer. So it's going to get rid of that heat. It's got a very large motor structure. It's FEA optimized, so the gap is very, very tight. Most woofers they have a very, very tight gap. I'm talking about extremely tight gap. Like, it's so tight that they don't even offer a recone because you will not be able to recone this yourself. Maybe in the future they'll come up with some better technology way to do it, but you're not going to be able to recone this yourself. I do like the fact that I wish a lot of manufacturers would do this, put all the American Base is doing it now, putting all the connections on one side. It makes it much more simple, so you don't have to get that long wire jumping across. I mean, just put it all on one side. So, and it's easier when you do it like this too, so when you do your cutout, you know how you got wires on both sides, you got to put your hand in there, put it in. Well, having the wires on one side, you can put it in the cutout and kind of move this way, get it in, and then it'll seat itself. So, oh man, the cone area is king, fellas. So with that being said, and cone area is king, what is the cutout on this? Let's see what the cutout is. Let's go to see what the specs are. Okay. It does not give me the MMS. I think you got to go online and look at that to find out how much the voice, how much it weighs, how much all the soft parts weigh, and the motor force. They don't give you that. They do tell you the sensitivity is 83, which is significant. It's already super efficient and beats a lot of 8-inch subwoofers, alone just with having that sensitivity rating of 83. Most of the Brazilian Gold, Sundown Audio, CT Sounds, Mezio, who else you want to name? Scars, EVX, it's numerous. All these, the DB Drive, G5. We talked about a sensitivity between 79 and 81 tops. Between those subs right there that everybody's screaming about. Savard Audio, High Q8. Look at the sensitivity rating, and don't let nobody tell you the sensitivity rating doesn't mean nothing. it does mean something. Now, what if you don't have a shit ton of power to give? Can your woofer get loud on the power that you have to give? Per 1 watt, 83 dB. Those ones I named between 79 and 81. Already we got 2 dB more added, more efficiency with the Kicker L. Not counting the added cone area, it's already easier. It's more sensitive to the power, turning the signal into noise. QTS is 0.74. Vascularity in cubic feet is a quarter of a cubic foot. 17.5 X max. You want X max is really just needed when you're doing the sealed enclosure. You want to go with high X max for sealed applications. I'm going to be using this in a port application. So the X max really is not going to be a contributing factor because I'm going to have my tune is going to be low, about 32 hertz. So it's good to help it, but my port is going to be controlling some of the X max as well. The outer dimension is 8 and almost 9 inches. Yeah, almost 9 inches one end to the next. The cutout though, is 7 1/4 inches. So that's how I measure the SD, the speaker displacement. Now when you're doing a circular speaker, you're gonna do the cutout, take the radius squared times pi gives you your cone area. So an 8-inch subwoofer does not have 50 square inch support area. If you take the radius, multiply it by itself, then multiply it by pi, you will find out that most 80 subwoofers are somewhere between 39 square inches and 42 square inches. What's actually impacting the air, not counting this. So we had a circular woofer with the standard 80-inch cutout. You are looking at moving square area 39 to 42. Where when you utilize a square subwoofer, a Kicker L7, or the MTX has a square subwoofer as well, you got 52 inches. 7.25 times 7.25 is 52 square inches of 52.75 cone area. So at the greatest 42 compared to 52, you got 10 more square inches of air being moved on every stroke. Cone area is king. It's another reason why I said I'm going to try these out. And probably going to have these for a long time as well. Definitely when I get all of them. I ordered this one so I can make sure it got here in time. So I do this guy box coming up in 2 weeks. I think next week I actually start his, the weekend after this one. And then I hope all the rest of them come because I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and run four, which will give me 208 squares of cone area. Realistic 208 squares of cone area, which is more than the actual cone area of 2 round square. If you actually use the SD that I was talking about. Don't count the whole basket and say, oh yeah, it's 226. No. Actually count the cutout, radius times pi. That's the actual cone area. So when I use 4 of these, I'm actually gonna have more cone area than 2 circular 12s in actuality moving there. Okay? Frequency response is 28 through 100. Like I say, the box gonna have to play. It's gonna have to play lower. It's got a variable cross section, elastic surround, stitch surround cone. Now remember, Kicker been doing this 31 years. When he has stitch and glue surround, Kicker's been out since before the 90s. So they've been utilizing this technology 20 years before Sundown DC Audio was even a mention. Before it was even a thought, they was already doing glued and stitched surrounds. Period. It's got aluminum basket, blue lace spotter for improved control and durability, thin aluminum heat sink around voice coil for greater heat dissipation. That's these fins that you see on the side here. I'll show you that. That's these fins that you see. Optimized motor structure for increased power handling, and the laser edge poly compounds for the at the triple joint. Okay, then they tell you on the next page how to wire it up, which is pretty easy to me. 0.66 vented or 1 cube, somewhere along there. The minimum seal is 0.4. The maximum is 0.75. They also give you the vent and tell them how to cut it out. They give you this. This is what I needed right here. That's why I actually bought the subwoofer, so I can actually see what I need to cut out. 7 1/4 all the way around. And then it goes over to Spanish. So, yes, I do know I got to do the other pre-air tests on that, but stay tuned for several things. A video of me playing my G5 so you can actually see how four of them perform. And then we're going to go over to the kicker. Yeah. This has been I've been thinking about it for a while. It wasn't until the guy actually told me he's going to get 4 of these and what I thought, and I was like, man, you must have read my mind, because it's gonna sound awesome. It's gonna sound awesome, especially since I'm building the box. This is a quick look at it, man. Yeah, Quicker Q class. Yeah, pinnacle of all kickers technology. Now they also got a Q class circular in the 10, 12, and I think 15. Only the Q class 8 is the L7. 8-inch in the Q class is only the L7. They do not have a circular 8. I do not know why. I wish maybe possibly they did. Maybe they got their own reason as far as technologies, applying the technology. But Conair is king. Be prepared to watch this boy here do what it do. Oh yeah.